Yeah, I did it once. It's me again. I dropped Los Angeles for all you haters. I'm back with this fearless, you know what I'm saying? You cats in L.A., some of y'all half-stepping, thinking y'all doing it better than me. You wanna be? Bring it to the plate. You know what? Let's go.
We out on the show, we doing what we do. One side red and the other side blue. Niggas ain't tripping, we out having fun. When you living in the city that sets with the sun. We out on the show, we doing what we do. One side red and the other side blue. Niggas ain't tripping, we out having fun. When you living in the city that sets with the sun.
Welcome back to West of the 110. Today, we're closing out the summer with a real recap. Not the watered down news recap, but the one you actually live and see in these streets. Just like today, we out in the streets. You may hear it in the background. This summer wasn't just about the heat waves and backyard barbecues. South Los Angeles and other places, and the whole city here especially, has some heavy moments, and it's only right we sit down and talk about them. We had fraud hitting the trucking industry with Harjinder Singh and the CDL scandal, something that affects drivers, families, and folks who depend on moving freight every day. We had immigration raids popping up right here in Los Angeles and other cities, target entire communities while politicians play chess with people's lives. And speaking of politicians, our own governor is out here going head to head. Let's say that again. Our own governor is out here going head to head with we know who, our President Trump. The power struggles at the top sound distant, but trust me, what they decide trickles right down to the people, and that's true. And then the reality we can't ignore gang violence and shootings. Too many names, too many candles on the curb. South L.A. still dealing with the same cycles of loss, while leadership points fingers instead of delivering change. So today, we're breaking it all down. No hype, no smoke screens. Just straight talk about what went down this summer and what it means for us moving forward. Just a quick Labor Day episode for those. I know y'all might be enjoying some Q or whatever you do. But we're gonna start this off, man. We spoke about this recently, so I'll bring that up first so we can get that out the way. The CDL fraud scandal with Mr. Harjinder Singh case, impact on the truckers. The ripple effect. It was a ripple effect on Black drivers and working class families who drove trucks to provide. Now, some people probably wonder or trying to figure out how does that affect Black people specifically. It doesn't affect Black people specifically. It affects Americans with CDLs. Now, some people may say, well, you got people here just trying to make a living and doing this and that and driving. Yeah. I put it to you like this. How would you feel if you were on a flight knowing that pilot bought their pilot's license or got it fraudulently, illegally, didn't even go to no kind of pilot school, but they got you up in a plane finna take you from LA to New York? Stick with that same rhetoric. Oh, this person just trying to work. No, it's different. It's not about living. It's about lives. You go through trainings to get certified to operate things. So if somebody's operating something, if they're behind the wheel of something they're not certified for, somebody can be in trouble, which I know California's, I think, facing like a $30 million holdback or something from the federal government towards like licensing for issuing CDLs. So, like I said, this is just a touch up on this summer, what went on this summer. They start off again. For those just joining, thank you for joining. Like, share, subscribe. Talking about starting with the CDL frauds, ripple effects and stuff like that. Also, you have immigration raids moving along from the CDL fraud scandal. The raids that are still taking place in Los Angeles, where they happen, who's affected, and the distraction is causing while bigger issues go unchecked. A lot of people don't pay attention to that. A lot of this stuff is happening right under your nose, and there's a lot of other issues going on. A lot of people are not paying attention to. But hey, That's California for you. What are bigger issues that's going on? Like for one, there was a possible start of a war in Iran. Oh, luckily that didn't escalate too quick, and things may still have a little tension between them. Between America and Iran and a lot of other countries, or should I say Iran. Mr. Newsom, Governor Newsom versus Mr. Trump. It's a political fight. What's at stake for Californians and how it ties to budget priorities. Some people don't realize a lot of this stuff. A lot of people think that it has no direct effect on them, but it is affecting you, just that some people don't pay attention to things that going on in their everyday life, financially or just regularly. You know, it's funny, a lot of people don't pay attention to stuff until it hit their pockets. You know what I'm saying? And until they're in a position to where they're not able to live the life like they want to live or how they feel they should be living. That's when people really get in that moment when people look at them like, no more money for you. Then that's when they want to panic. You can't panic. That's why they tell people, save. You got to save. Some people say, I'm not able to save, man. I'm living check to check, man. I'm only making like $1,800, but I got like $1,700 worth of bills. So you mean to tell me, in entirety, you take care of everything with $1,700, you got $100 to spare for the next 2 weeks. You ain't got nothing to save. Well, you could. It depends on your living styles. This is why I tell people, don't be ashamed to go to a 99-cent store when they had them. Man, 99-cent store is not even here no more. Dollar Generals, you can find some stuff there. Some people don't even like to shop at certain places that don't house expensive things. You know what I'm saying? Some people say, I'd rather go here. Man, the stuff high as hell there? Yeah, that's where I go to. All right, well, you go and try to keep up with the Joneses, where $20 get you one item, where you can go to this store and 20 might get you 3 or 4. It ain't like back in the day, though. Shit. I remember them old stories. They say like $5 you can go grocery shopping with, like in the late 60s or something like that. Shout out to my boy Rob, man. Hope y'all enjoying y'all Labor Day weekend. I tell people like this too, man. For all my partners that work at the airport, man, or worked at the airport, y'all pay attention to your health. I had an episode on that. You pay attention to your health, man, because there's a lot of stuff that hasn't been told to you. Got to get your money, man, any way you want to. But like I say, people at the airport, watch your health. And, I got a few clips too I'm going to show y'all tonight, pertaining to this or whatever, not, or just something to motivate you. But before we get into that, let me run this. No copyright infringement intended. This video is for educational purposes only. The audio belongs to its rightful owners. You got to cover yourself a little bit. Like I say, a lot of the stuff we bring out is educational purposes. You know what I mean? Like, I will say this, some of the stuff is legit, that we legitly go out and get ourselves. When I say we, meaning in community, different people send me stuff, or I'm out in the city myself, see different things. And west of the 110 is just pertaining to where I grew up at, what I know. But like I say, I'm all over, different states, different places. Y'all be sure, my single right there, Break Past, Amazon, Apple, Spotify, check that out. Come on, man. 99 cents. A lot of people be throwing pennies, away. It's funny. I seen that too. I'm glad I remembered that. I seen somebody get change, man. The change was like $6 and I want to say 80 something cent. The dude literally just like put the dollars in his pocket and just like left, basically threw the change on the counter. And I was like, wow, man, people balling like that. But then again, I said, people are so brainwashed, man. Everybody want to live like a celebrity. I bet you that made that person feel good. Like, I don't need that change. But I bet money, it's going to be one day that person think about something like that when they doing bad, or say they got a car issue where the motor or something went out and they're gonna pay all this X amount of money. And that's something too, man. I heard I know somebody paid 11,000 to get their car fixed. I said, you should have just bought a new damn car. Gonna spend 11 grand, man. I said, really, you spent 11 grand on that shit, man? He said, yeah, man, 11 grand, man, got it running. I said, man, he said, let's check it out. I still heard a knock, man. I was just like, shit. Say, you crazy. I would have never. You can go to a used car lot, go to some of these car dealers, big deal like GMCs and all them. They have overstock sometimes. You go in there and talk to them. They won't advertise it, but you could talk to them. Some places have cars that was supposed to have been sold 2 years ago. Nobody's buying. They just want to get rid of it. Hell, I had a friend who got a car like that. It was going for 22, but the dude said, man, look, that shit like 2 years old. Ain't nobody buying it. Dude said, look, man, if you can come up with 15, he said, I got 12. They took the 12. They just wanted to get rid of the car. It's about bargaining. Some people got to bargain. It's so funny because some people only bargain for what they want. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to bargain for what they need. And that may sound crazy. Like if some people want this, they'll go out and do this, that, and that. Oh man, that's something I want. I got to make sure I get that. But if they know they need this, man, I need this. I know I need this book for this college class. They'll be like, they'll put it off. They'll find other ways to try to get around it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find other ways and means to get by that class. But again, like I say, man, we outside today. It's Labor Day. We out in the open, enjoying this breeze, the noise. It's been a heat wave. But other than that, man, back to what I was saying, recapping on some of the stuff that happened in LA, summer shootings, end of summer shootings that we're seeing on the news. And it's like kind of crazy. Mayor Bass, a lot of people may have been objecting to a lot of things she said lately, but some I agree with her with what she said. Is like, man, we wait till we get to the end of summer to start having this type of stuff. And I wish I found that clip, man. That shit is so funny. I've been laughing all week. The shooting incident that took place on Fig and 85th. Mayor Bass was out there, and there was a young lady in the background. You hear her saying, oh, mom, she's on the phone, I guess, and she's video like, mom, it's Mayor Bass. But it was a chick on the blade, and she was half naked, and they were trying to ignore her. That shit was so funny. Like Mayor Bass is big on cleaning up the streets, but you had a lady of the night sitting there half nude in broad daylight videoing Mayor Bass.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that shit was unbelievable. Rest in peace to Mr. Terry Anderson, local LA activist, man. Again, I'm gonna keep saying it all the time, man. There's a lot of people just now finding out about Mr. Anderson. They want to repost videos from KRLA. The real videos are his. KRLA 870 over 16 years ago. Y'all check them out. Again.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, man. It's just so crazy because you read a lot of this stuff online, man, and it's happening to a lot of people. A lot of people aren't even paying attention to what's going on right under their nose, People fixing stuff. So you had a lot of stuff going on, man. Just a whole lot of BS, whole lot of nonsense. But like I say, people need to focus on themselves. We coming into holiday season. September's here. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Some people may want to look at Halloween and say, oh, that's a holiday. That's a pagan holiday. They all pagan, most of them. Figure out what you're going to do towards the end of the year. Don't go broke trying to get all these gifts for people who won't get you nothing. It's real talk. I got a clip from Mr. Spice One. I was watching an interview he had with Vlad. And he said something that was interesting. You know what I'm saying? Check it out.
Try that one. Get up out your feelings and get you $1 million.
There's a lot of people that need to listen to the man.
Listen to the man. You know what? Also, something I want to tell y'all too. Y'all got to be safe at these parks, especially when y'all take your kids to these parks and y'all be seeing people drink water and stuff like that at the park fountains and stuff. Look, I want y'all to look at this real quick before y'all touch another fountain.
That's why I tell people be careful drinking out there with water machines. Look at that. Motherfuckers getting mad and brushing teeth. Nasty fucker.
She was brushing her teeth. She was washing herself off. Then she was filling up her gallon to go back to her car. Now, mind you, I understand hygiene is important, and hey, I don't have nothing against anybody trying to wash themselves off, but common courtesy. You're gonna do it where kids drink from, you know, like for real. That is nasty, and that is
unbelievable.
had to take a quick pause. But like I say, man, I wasn't gonna come on today. It's Labor Day. As you can see, people relaxing, people getting work done around. Just wanted to bring y'all a quick little episode. I might come back on live late tonight, or should I say early tomorrow morning, 1-2 o'clock. But let me get to this food. I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. Y'all check back in with me later tonight.
110 to the 105, over to the 10 to the 405 LA, boy, we get it in. 110 to the 105, over to the 10 to the 405 LA, boy, we get it in. Still about to flip a script, man, I'm trying to get rich. Like I'm in Las Vegas with a bunch of fucking chips. About to breeze right by ya, let the motor open up. I'm a 454, y'all niggas souped up. Flow winter like Colorado, know it be cold. I've been having money, niggas, since 10 years old. Neck froze, not me, I ain't showing what I got. Niggas got some issues, me, I'm pimping parking lots. Everybody